Hello everyone, I want to go over a few things before we get started with this video. This video was made from a previous stream and the purpose was to give you a full understanding of how to run this instance. But before we go to the video, I would like to go over a few rules. First of all, I want to state that this bounty is only for the iRO chaos server and we're only looking for one Weird Coelacanth card. First come, first serve, you bring the card to us, you will get Demon God Morag card, Bijou card, Sniper card, and Atros card, which are approximately valued at 40B Zeny. You can confirm your screenshot by pinging me and Gerber on December Discord or just DMing us with the screenshot proving that you have this card in your possession. I will be going over a few additional details in the video, but for now, enjoy the video. Thank you very much. You probably saw the thumbnail and you wanted to make sure there was no mistake. 40B Zeny value bounty on Weird Coelacanth. You heard that correctly. Right now, we're going to talk about someone's offer on a Weird Coelacanth card if you can get it. And I quote directly from the December Discord from Gerber, who posted this early today. If anyone is remotely interested, I'm trading Demon God Morag card, Bijou card, Atros card, Sniper card, and potentially more for a single Weird Coelacanth card. Massive bounty for this one MVP. How do you do it? Let me show you. Starting off from Isloot, we're gonna head on over to Malango. You go ahead and talk to the little cat. Talk to him. Send me to Malango. Perfect. Now you're in Malango. Now you're gonna be going to the top left part of the map to get to the culverts. Now, there is a bit of explanation that needs to be done at this point to ensure that there is clarity in how to approach this. Just a quick clarification, the bounty is offered by one individual. I'm showing you this, letting you guys know that this thing is going on to encourage you to hunt this, so you know that there is something out there big, a big reward for those of you who want to go get the Weird Coelacanth and get it. This is being offered by Gerber, as I mentioned earlier. And I'll just repeat it to double emphasize. Demon God Morag card, Bijou card, Atros card, Sniper card, and potentially more for a single Weird Coelacanth card. The first person to bring it will be rewarded. We're only looking for one, just a one and done. So, what's going to happen here is I'm going to explain the process of how to start the instance. We're going to be going into the easy mode, but I need to introduce the characters that we're going to be using for this task. We have Fire the Card Cannon, who's going to be cleaning the drains inside the instance. We have Panda, who is going to be opening the instance as the leader, which I will assign the leader right now just to make sure that we are not going to be losing track here. Lieutenant M Panda is the party leader who's going to open up the instance, pass the party lead over to Fire the Card Cannon. Fire the Card Cannon will go in and clean the drains, and then I will be bringing in Captain Sunbear to defeat the MVP. You can do this with one single character and go in, but you'll be facing the 1 hour cooldown if you do it on one single character. If you do it with two characters, such as the Archbishop here and the one geneticist, then you can bypass the cooldown by opening the instance with the party leader, passing the lead over to the person who goes in and clears the instance. However, I am using 3 characters and there is one very particular reason for that. I am using drop gear on this character. I am using the Zonda buff. I am using the Kaffir buff, which again, I told the stream the whole time. I'm not sure why I got this. I can't remember what I was doing. And the VIP buff that goes along with the Leon shoes to make that 10% drop effective. So what's going to happen is I'm going to bring the characters inside, but this one will be logged out to preserve the bubblegum buff, which, you know, I could use right here and do that. So, right. So let's go ahead and get started with this. First off, we're going to be using Panda to open up the instance. Oh, but before we do that, there is one more detail, super important before we start this. Every character needs to have VIP to enter the instance, or at least to create the instance as well. So, if I'm mistaken on the creating the instance with the VIP character, then oh well, you know. But if you just know that you need VIP to enter. That's the most important part. If they don't let you create the party with the character that doesn't have VIP, then you need VIP. Simple as that. Not a big problem. So now we're going to create the instance with Panda. Look closely. We're going to switch party leader to fire the card cannon. Fire the card cannon is now the party lead. Fire the card cannon is going to go in into the covert, and Captain Sunbear will follow behind. At this point, Fire the card cannon will be in charge of doing the cleaning and everything. And if I was running a bubblegum buff on Captain Sunbear, then, you know, I would log it out immediately, but we're going to log it out anyways because we don't need him here. So, they are super quickly. There are 6 drains. I'm going to show you the locations first. 1 drain, 2 drains, 3 drains, 4 drains, 5 drains, and the 6th one in the middle. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Those are going to be the locations of the drains that you have to clean, and I'll show you right now. But before we get into the cleaning of the drains, there's a couple of things I would like to go over, which are the cards, consumables, and buffs you can use for this instance. There is a lot of water ball going on, so you may want to use Swordfish card as an armor swap when you get hit with water ball. The monsters in here can also freeze, so you may want to default to Mark and switch to Swordfish when you get hit with water ball. Additionally, the monsters here also have the skill Full Strip, so you may want to use Full Chemical Protection to prevent your armors from being stripped, or you can also use the Full Chemical Protection for the Coelacanths, which have the Armor Break, which will effectively break your armor. Additionally, if you get hit with the Full Strip status, you can just walk away for a little bit, relog, log back in, because we have the update where you don't get disconnected from the instance if you relog. So go ahead and do that, and you will have the Full Strip status removed. Token of Siegfried, in case you get hit with a deadly Jupiter Thunder from the Coelacanths. Yes, they can use Jupiter Thunder. You can pick yourself up, and you can pick up these Token of Siegfrieds with your VIP status at the NPC services located on the right side of the Eden group. But you can also use Thunderproof Potion just in case you get hit with Jupiter Thunder. You can reduce the damage there. Additionally, at some point in the video, I did mention that the Coelacanths have Full Strip. I'm not entirely sure that's correct. I think it's the mobs that use Full Strip. So just wanted to do a little clarification there. So go ahead and good luck. The first thing you have to do is talk to Missing the Cleaner and select I'm pretty good with delivering bread. You want to do the easy mode, normal mode, whatever it's called for this one. So as you wish. And then you talk to Missing the Cleaner over here. Yes, I see them, blah, blah, blah. So never let seaweed to be stacked up to 6. Up to 5 is acceptable. If seaweed is stacked up to 6, I'll drag you out from here. Basically, clean 5 of them, and that's good enough. As long as you clean 5 drains, that's good. Now, how do you find these drains? Which one do you have to clean? Well, you run around a little, and once you see a whole bunch of mobs around a drain, that's going to be the one to clean. Oh, see, there's a whole bunch of mobs here. Clear it out. And get rid of the Hydras. If you drop a Hydra card, I'm sorry. I got a few already, but they interrupt your casting if they hit you. So to clean the drain, you're going to have a little cast bar. And if they hit you, it'll be interrupted. So, bummer, but that's how it goes. Now, during the stream, we counted about 50 seconds between each drain announcement. So you have about 50 seconds to defeat the mobs, which is not mandatory, but you might want to so they don't interrupt your cleaning, right? And once you defeat them, you can clean the drain and then go on to the next one. Oh, lucky us, we got the same one again, so we don't have to run around. Now, super important, these mobs, they have Full Strip. They can divest all of your equipment. So if you're a geneticist, you're in luck because, you know, you can just use Full Chemical Protection and deal with it. And the MVPs here also have Full Divest, so you may, and they also have Break Armor too, so when you fight the MVP, try to get rid of it as fast as you can, but I'll explain that when we actually get there. For now, the next announcement is going to pop up shortly, And there we go. In 5 seconds, we'll see the next one. It's coming up now. And we go find it. Oh, see right here. There's a whole bunch of mobs. That's got to be the one. And it is the one. Perfect. So that is going to be our third drain to clean. Now we wait a couple more seconds before we see the next announcements and find the next drain to clean. The way I count my cleans is by finishing up the drain and then counting how many announcements I've gone through. Maybe you can just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and you'll be fine, but it'll make more sense once you do it. So now let's go find the next one. And the next one is down over here. There's a whole bunch of mobs here. Take care of them. Now, I must warn you before we get to the last drain that we're going to clean right now, because we only got to clean 5. Remember, you do not clean 6, you fail. You clean 5, you're going to fail 5, and that's good because you don't fail 6. That's all there is. Anyways, there is going to be a part where you just AFK until the announcement of the MVP. Look, we got the drain over here. Easy. We don't have to go too far out. And as long as we clean it, we'll be fine. So for me, the way I do it is once I finish cleaning this, I will say, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've gone to 5 announcements and I clean them all up. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip to the corner and chill. And we're going to do some editing magic and we're going to fast forward this part. I'll just not talk. I mean, I thought of making, fast forward noises, but I'll just skip that out. So we fast forward now and we'll see you in a few seconds. So instead of making fast forward noises, we're going to go over a few details while the seaweeds appear and you can see the announcements that you get. For the Weird Coelacanth, the message that will appear is something huge appears inside of the abyss. That message will let you know it is the Weird Coelacanth. It is magic immune. You have to hit it with physical attacks. All physical classes can do well against this. It can break your armor, so watch out for that. And above all, the Weird Coelacanth card is the only card that will reward you for the bounty that has been announced. Alright, so given that I cleared 5 drains initially, and now there's 5 contaminated seaweeds, the next announcement is going to be missing showing up and inspecting the results. Now, here's the part you have to know. At this point, I have to splice the video into 2. There's going to be 2 sections. One of them was going to show the announcement for the Weird Coelacanth, and the other announcement will be for the Dark Coelacanth. The Coelacanth that will show up will be announced right here in the next message. Something huge appears inside of the abyss with a huge noise. Now, this is going to be the Weird Coelacanth, the one that we're looking for. This is the one that the bounty is for. So now I'm going to log into Captain Sunbear. I'm going to use my HE Bubblegum buff. I have my Bubblegum, my Zondabelle, my VIP, my Drop Gear, which is why I run it on this character. And quick note, Weird Coelacanth is magic immune, so you can actually kill it with physical attacks. So once you do that, boom, it's dead. And now let me give you some pointers for the Dark Coelacanth fight. Quick tips for this: when the Dark Coelacanth appears, the message that shows up is something savage appears inside of the abyss. The Dark Coelacanth is physical immune, so you have to hit it with magical attacks. If you are not fighting this, use a butterfly wing and restart your fight. Geneticist and Biolo's Help Plant can hit this. There is no bounty being offered for the Dark Coelacanth card, and this thing can break your armor, so watch out for that. Best of luck. So at this point, something savage appears inside of the abyss with a thunderous noise. What does that entail? Well, Dark Coelacanth happens to be physical immune. So if you try to hit it with physical attacks, you're not going to be able to get through it. So you have to use magic attacks. But goodness, you're a geneticist. What will you do? Use Help Plant. and then your problems are sorted out just like that. Now you exit the instance. You go ahead, you open up your party. You're going to set your party leader as the one who's going to open the instance. The party leader will now go ahead and open up the instance for you once again. And you're going to switch back to the killer being the party leader. Or should I say the fisher? And then you go in again. And effectively, you can enter an infinite amount of times bypassing the cooldown. Now, keep in mind, you can do this with just 2 characters, but I do 3 characters because Captain Sunburn has the bubblegum buff, the Zonda buff, and it makes it, you know, a little bit of a better chance to drop the card. And then you go ahead and you cycle back and you say, I'm pretty good with delivering bread, as you wish. Yes, I see them. Let's start. And that effectively covers what you should know about the Malango cohorts. So if you have a Weird Coelacanth card in your possession and you want to claim that bounty, go ahead and do so by contacting me via Discord. The link will be in the description below. And if you have any questions about the video, or you are a brand new player trying to find where to ask questions, where to go, what to do, how to level up your character, and everything else pertaining to Ragnarok Online, especially iRO Chaos server, you're more than welcome to ask me via Discord. I'll be happy to answer all of your questions. We are also on Twitch, twitch.tv/CaptainSunburn. The link will also be in the description below. I answer questions in real time, and I try to do my best to answer every single question to the best of my ability. So, now that you know how to get this bounty, are you going to go fish it, or are you going to let it swim away? See you on Discord.